Thanks for joining us for KBOI 2 News Midday. I'm Kelsey Anderson. Now to your top 11 stories at 11 o'clock. The drought has Idaho wheat farmers concerned. They say the dry conditions are shrinking the kernels and the overall low quality could slash already declining prices. The Lewiston Tribune reports some Clearwater County farmers have seen drought conditions eliminate almost 2/3 of this year's crop. And it's the same story in neighboring Montana, Washington, and Oregon, a region that produces 1/5 of the U.S. harvest. The price of eggs is soaring around the country, and here in the Treasure Valley, the price of a dozen eggs is up 70 cents since May, but the weather is not to blame. The reason? 48 million farm-raised turkeys and chickens have been killed in the avian flu outbreak, and it's affecting our local restaurants.
And the outlook is rather bleak. They're saying it could be possibly a year before there is a recovery. We're in for a long haul.
Market watchers say a return to normal egg production and prices will take some time. Emergency crews responded to a crash at Broadway and Boise Avenue this morning. It happened just before 9:30. Dispatchers say the crash was called in as an injury accident, but officers say no one was taken to the hospital. And take a good look at this man right here. If you recognize him, police say he robbed a Boise bank yesterday morning. It happened at South Orchard and Alpine Street. Police say the man walked into the bank and demanded cash before running off. They believe the robbery might be connected to the theft of a dark blue Jeep in Boise. Now, the woman whose Jeep was stolen talked with KBOI. She was able to retrieve the vehicle because the agency she leases it from equipped it with a GPS. She says she was just running into the store for a minute right when she got a call from her husband.
Ran in, grabbed the smokes, and turned around. And I mean, just by looking at the call log, I was only on the phone with my husband 59 seconds. And that was from walking in the door, coming out, and realizing that the car was stolen.
She warns drivers, no matter how much of a hurry you're in, do not leave your car running and don't leave the keys inside. She says this was a lesson learned. And another robber is on the run in Homedale. Officers released a photo taken from surveillance video. This is not him. This is the wrong video here. This was at a Jackson's on East Idaho Avenue. Investigators say Sunday morning the man demanded cash and then ran off. Well, the College of Southern Idaho has a lawsuit on its hands. A former vice president of the school claims she was discriminated against based on her gender and national origin. The Times News reports Edith Sanso filed a suit in U.S. District Court against the school's Board of Trustees, President Jeff Fox, and former interim president Curtis Eaton. Sanso says she was paid less than fellow male employees and was passed over for positions she was qualified for. Well, Donald Trump is campaigning in South Carolina today, despite growing calls for him to drop out of the race for the White House. His comments about John McCain's status as a war hero have angered many, including the Des Moines Register, the largest newspaper in the key First Caucus state of Iowa. More on this in just minutes. And add one more to the crowded 2016 Republican presidential race. Ohio Governor John Kasich declared his run for the White House this morning at Ohio State University. The outspoken governor is the 16th notable Republican to announce his bid for presidency. Well, the stretch of I-84 between Nampa and Caldwell could be fixed sooner than previously thought. The Idaho Press Tribune reports the fix was planned for 2020, but was moved up to 2018. A spokesperson for the Community Planning Association of Southwest Idaho says ITD was able to find new funding to move that project up. Almost $20 million will be used to rehab the stretch from the Franklin Boulevard exit in Nampa to the Franklin Road exit in Caldwell. And today is 2 for Tuesday at the Boise Hawks game. You can watch the Hawks take on the Spokane Indians tonight for just $2. Just ask for KBOI's special 2 for Tuesdays deal. It includes a first base reserved seat and a complimentary hot dog. And all soda and beer will be 2 for the price of 1. That game starts at 7:15.